We live, Sifu.
Oh.
Sure thing. Oh, big shout out to my Kung Fu brother, Narayan. That's Nryn on SoundCloud.
Oh, is that what music we're playing?
Yeah.
And Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this music, bro.
Yeah. Nryn Chi.
Oh, wow.
It's an album. Seven strong songs. 7 song strongs.
And they're all about Bagua, you name it. It's all like inner alchemy.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah. He does rock it like that. He is definitely a manifester.
we have one called Chi, one called Bagua.
Mm-hmm.
I forget all the titles.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So what's going on today, family? How's everybody?
Yeah, we're doing good.
Checking in?
We're doing good. Sifu, I got a couple questions for you.
All right.
When we're working with Tai Chi, I'm wondering what your answer is to this. It's not that I don't have an answer of my own already.
Yeah, but we get different perspectives, so yeah, definitely. Go right ahead.
Right. I want to ask you, what, to you, is the importance of the inner alchemy approach with Tai Chi?
Great question. And the reason that I say that is, in order for me to really give a good answer is because I have perspective from 2 different places. So one perspective is, it included no inner alchemy training. It was only what I call, not to talk down on any particular type of teaching, but park style. And
What is that?
to me, it's just like this a type of physical exercise,
Okay.
right? They're not getting so deep inside of the internal aspects of the training.
What is that? What does the internal aspects of the training mean to you?
Well, I'll tell you what they've done for me more than
Okay.
anything. In the beginning, when I first began learning Tai Chi, I learned from a system that, as I said, it was much more based upon the physical aspect, just like an exercise. We didn't talk about any energy, any chi, none of that. And supposedly we were learning it as a martial art as well. So I thought I knew some martial arts, but it was, to me, it was really low level. It wasn't really much to it. That was just my interpretation and from my experience.
The Tai Chi or the other stuff?
The Tai Chi.
Mm.
But once I began to learn under Sifu Ron, who taught the Tai Chi from an energetic standpoint and also deal with the inner alchemy, I felt like really everything started changing. I started getting more intuitive abilities, just being more in tune with myself more.
Yeah.
More in tune with my relationships with others. So, those types of things. And I also became better martial artists, I did. I noticed a change. Even people who I would play around with, they started noticing a big change, and it came from the internal development, not from the external physical exercise,
Yeah,
So
I do know, yeah.
So that was a big difference for me.
Yeah, I've noticed since employing your temple Tai Chi aspects or internal aspects into my way of thinking, it's funny because a lot of times I am faced with the reality that as a Qigong guy, a guy who believes in energy and having an energetic field and working with it and it always being a part of me, I've learned from the allowance aspect that you've taught me in the Temple Tai Chi system that I can now, just last night as a matter of fact, I hit this new understanding of when something encroaches into my little bubble, I just kind of like rebound it. Like, yep, I don't like that there, so I'm just going to put back what was there just a second ago instead and let that one be the strong force.
Like a little ward off by dealing with the Wei Chi field.
Yeah,
Right?
very
and
much
building
so.
that up. So
Very much so.
Even in regards to that, I noticed even that my energy level increased. I could do all the stretching and all that stuff before, but that's all physical.
Yeah.
But the energy, how I felt was different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like an automatic, energetic martial art.
Right. The energy became a lot more abundant.
And even that is a terrible description of it. Even though it's accurate, it's also highly inaccurate depending on which stance you choose to take from the definitions of the words.
Right.
Which is why the Western translations just take things so black and white that it's so difficult to translate something that has multiple meanings with the same word.
Yeah, that's true. Because I guess everybody's looking for a logical, the cognitive answer. And as we were talking about earlier, a lot of things just don't have a cognitive answer. It's a personal understanding, and really it can't be explained other than through personal experience. And to a lot of people, that don't make sense. They're looking for all of the, they want clinical trials.
Oh, right. They want proof that somebody else is wrong.
Yeah.
That's usually what I see people reaching for.
That's most people. That's just the way that humans are. They're always looking to, and I'm human as well.
Yeah, I'm not exempt from that rule myself.
Right. That's just part of the human thing. That's part of the human psyche. Trying to protect the ego.
Yeah.
We all want to be right, and when we prove ourselves to be right, we feel better.
Yeah.
So we always strive to be right. So part of the learning process is to start realizing that and stop wanting to be right all the time. And it's okay not to be right.
Yeah, it's definitely okay not to be right. For example, if people were thinking about me half as often as I thought they were, they probably wouldn't have time to think about anything else.
Right.
Yeah, and it's okay for me to be wrong about somebody else thinking about me.
Right. So I've stopped looking for people's errors.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at me. That's internal training.
Right.
Yeah. What am I doing on the inside?
How is the environment internally?
Right. We got to have a good relationship with ourselves if we consider having anything with anybody else. But if we don't love ourselves, how can we love anybody else? It's just a lie, a big lie.
Yeah. Are you willing to sacrifice some comforts for your ease of comfort later?
Right. So the inner alchemy training is basically, it all revolves around raising our level of consciousness. And once we're able to do that, and it requires meditation or meditative movement, because Tai Chi is known as meditation in motion. But is your Tai Chi really meditation in motion? Well, for me, it required more than just doing Tai Chi. It required some true stillness.
No kidding.
Right, whether standing or sitting.
That counting the breath method.
Right.
I just actually came face to face with how much value that would have. When I'm working with the tortoise in particular, I notice that when I reach out to work with tortoise, I don't stay for a long time. And it's probably because I haven't developed my counting the breath method that I'm probably not even capable of staying for a long time. I know how to get there.
Well, you're capable, but like we know, what is the counting the breath helping us deal with? It's helping us to contain the monkey mind.
Right.
To slow them down, and over time, I noticed by being able to sit longer, I was able to stand longer.
Nice.
They go hand in hand.
Nice.
Because it's the mind, it's not the body. The mind wants to jump to another subject.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, it was just a bird chirping. Now you made a whole movie out of a bird chirp,
Right.
That's just the mind. It's looking to collect more things. That's human. We're all human.
Well, hey, I'm pretty sure there's at least one monkey on Tortoise Island.
Definitely. Probably riding on the tortoise's back.
Maybe. Yeah. They're having a good time.
Yeah.
Monkey helps out every now and again.
Everybody can benefit from alchemy training.
Yeah.
Everybody. It's very simple. It's no big deal. The name may sound a little intimidating, but it's really not.
Yeah. Well, hey, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning into this short here.
Tai Chi 360, family.
Boom, blam. You'll have to forgive me. Coffee in my hand. Oh, without even spilling my coffee bow.
Sipping on some caffeine.
Boom, blam.
See you soon, fam. Check in. We're going to keep them coming.
Yep. Stay tuned if you're watching this one, because we're going to drop another one right after, and then upload this later.